Oh. YouTube help. YouTube buy. What?
Stand by.
Did I bring paper?
Good morning and welcome to Summary Judgment Talk Show. I'm Rachel Baird. Ed Peruta is joining me today, and I guess I shouldn't say joining me because we're co-hosts on the show, correct? We've been doing this show since 2014.
We are with each other.
And we were on a hiatus for a couple years, and as Ed said the other day, we're back. Ed, I've had some more time to think about that Enfield Town Council meeting that we went to on Monday night. Have you?
Yeah.
And is there something else you'd rather talk about first, or should we just go right into that?
No, I think it has to do with, I read it in bold print.
What'd you
In
read?
other words, no, I haven't read it in bold print, but it should be in bold print. Tell the story.
Well, I'm not going to tell it again because we pretty much told it on February 3rd on our show, but I've had more time to think about it. And I had a chance to look. It all comes down to the Enfield Town Council was choosing a town attorney for the next 2 years. There was a retainer letter that was drafted to hire a law firm. Now, the law firm has represented, I believe, that they are going to do the work for the municipality, which, as many of you know, I've been involved for the last 4 years in HOA and condo matters. And one thing that has stood out to me with regard to registered property managers in Connecticut, called community association managers, is that Department of Consumer Protection used to license not only individual property managers, but they also licensed companies, property management companies.
Okay.
In 2021 or 2022, that changed. So now, and I shouldn't say license, it's registered. So now the only registered property managers in Connecticut are individuals, no longer companies. Why? Why did this happen? Because there's something called self-dealing, which is prohibited under the Connecticut state statutes. And so when a company, a property management company, is hired as the property management manager, they do all the work. There's no bidding necessarily. It's self-dealing. Now that there are individuals who are licensed as property managers, they're not allowed to self-deal to their own companies. Do they? Yes. Yes. Because the Department of Consumer Protection does not care. Because even when they're told, even then we're provided with thousands of pieces of paper as evidence, they still don't understand what self-dealing is, and they don't understand the statute which prohibits it. Okay, so why am I talking about property managers? Because it is directly relevant to what's going on with town attorneys. That the Enfield Town Charter says that the town attorney is an attorney who's been admitted to practice in Connecticut 5 or more years. Only individuals can be admitted to practice in Connecticut. Law firms cannot be admitted to practice in Connecticut. They can get juris numbers as a firm to file appearances, but that doesn't mean they're admitted to practice. So if the town charter says that a town attorney has to be admitted to practice for 5 or more years, that means the town attorney is an individual. It's not a law firm, it's an individual. And if that individual is from a law firm and that individual says that when he or she becomes the town attorney, they're going to refer all the business of the town to the law firm, that's self-dealing, that's corrupt, that's illegal, and it's not allowed under the rules of professional conduct. And that's what's happening in Enfield. Enfield did not hire a town attorney on Monday. Enfield hired a law firm. So Enfield doesn't have a town attorney. They think they do because an attorney from the law firm walked into the meeting, but that attorney has already said, I'm not looking out for the town of Enfield. They haven't said this, but their actions can be interpreted that way. I'm not going to find the best attorney for each issue that comes up in Enfield. I'm not going to, try to find the best deal, the most experienced in that area. No, it's all going to my firm. It's all going to my firm. That's who I'm self-dealing it to. And I believe that this has wider implications for the state because I think Enfield's not the only town doing this. Go ahead.
First of all, I need to clarify something. Rachel is an attorney. Rachel took the time and spent the money to become a certified community association manager with the Department of Consumer Protection. And they had a book 2 inches deep. You had to watch the lesson on the internet. Then you had to take a test, and then at the end test you had to get at least a 97 on it. You got 100. Maybe you missed one question.
I think I missed something.
Okay,
but I passed.
Okay, now I understand what she's saying, but I just wanted to size this up a little bit because she said this to me last night, and it made all the sense in the world. Dan Zach became the property manager.
Yep.
He is the sole member of an LLC called Metro Property Management. As the property manager, he submits work orders and certain jobs and tells Metro how to do it and how much they're going to get paid, and he does the billing for them. Well, that is definitely bid, what do you
self-dealing.
Call it? Self-dealing. In other words, is he going to send it to somebody else? Now, I made a list while you were talking, and I'll do that. He's into insurance. And I have found nothing in the record, past or present, where he was named the insurance agent. Now, I don't know how they would bid on an insurance agency, but let's say as an insurance agent, you're going to get a commission. And so you can say to them, I will bid $5,000 to be your insurance agent for all of your insurance needs. I'm going to get $20,000 in commission, but I want to purchase the right to be your insurance agent.
And I'm not sure that's how it works. I
don't know how it works. All I'm saying is you can't just say, I'm your insurance agent.
No, but I think they work off commission.
They do.
From the insurance companies.
No, they do. Okay. I want a job that pays me a royalty every week. How much is that royalty? $100. That's $5,200 a year. I'll give you $250 if you make me the person who gets the money every year. Okay? So they're not taking a portion of the commission because they can't. But they can bid to be the insurance agency for the organization. There's nothing where he got approved by the board or named by the board to be the new insurance agent replacing Bovier in West Hartford. Now, the record does show that when he came in, he took the time with the board to say, I can save you $20,000 a year if you get rid of that landscaping company and let my landscaping company do the work.
Let me just interrupt because it may be a little disconnected for people watching. The new legislative session just started, I think, yesterday in Connecticut. We're hoping they address a condo bill.
They won't.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I don't agree with that.
Okay, I don't agree with it either.
I'm hoping they address a condo bill. They did last year, but things were held up. There was a big omnibus housing public act that everybody was paying attention to. And you know what? If they don't address it this year, there's next year.
The only reason I said that is it's a short session.
Right.
And they're going to find a whole bunch of other stuff because they really, the legislature did in fact care about homeowners, condo owners. The governor didn't. The governor wouldn't sign the bill.
Well, it didn't make it to the governor. It didn't make it to the House.
I'm sure the governor had something to do with it not making it to the governor.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway,
Hold on. Yeah. He did the same thing with the snow contract.
But they don't know who we're talking about. They don't
Okay.
even know the condo community we're talking about. Westage. You live in Westage.
I lived in Westage Condominium
Right. So give
Association,
them the
Rocky Hill,
background.
Connecticut. I currently serve as the president of the board of directors.
Yeah.
I moved in there in 1989. I've owned in there since 1989. I was able to acquire 2 more condos in Westage. And Imagineers was replaced by Metro because they were unhappy. The previous board and the community was mad at Imagineers. And then we went from the frying pan to the fire, not realizing what we were doing, and we hired Dan Zach from Metro Property Management. A lot of the reasons that I'm here talking today is because of Dan Zach and Metro screwing the owners where I live, including me. And I realized that the best offense is a good internet presence, defense, or offense. You can work miracles if you have the right followers.
I think when Metro took over, it opened your eyes, and through you, it opened my eyes to how the system works. And again, it all comes back to property managers really don't make that much money. Like in
not on the management side.
Right. Like in a condo community with 168 condos, they get something like $25 a condo per month, which comes out to $3,000 or $4,000 a month. Okay?
I think they were getting 49 or whatever. You're right.
And so how do they make their money? They make their money by getting their foot in the door as property managers, and then whenever something comes up, having their hand in it. And that's why it's better to have a property management company that farms out all its work, that the property
They don't make a dime on what they do.
Yeah, and it goes back to the town attorney situation as well. Who wants a town attorney that is loyal to the firm they belong to and says up front, I'm going to refer all the business to my law firm?
Evidence of that. They said in the audio of the meeting that we have, the mayor was talking and saying the woman that's the current town attorney in Enfield, when told there would be a cap on the town attorney's budget, you can't exceed X amount of dollars.
$110,000.
I heard that the previous attorney was taking 58. They proposed 85, an increase, and then they went to 110. And that the current Enfield town attorney came back and said, I can't do it for 110. I'm not doing it for 110. But they wanted the previous town attorney out, and they wanted someone of their choice in. So they put out the RFP, request for proposal, give us your proposal, and let's say 3 people bid on a capped salary range. Once they got their candidate that they like, they started to file motions to change it from 110 cap. You can't. We're not going to pay more than 110,000 to you. Be our town attorney to $270 an hour at infinity. But if when you get to 110, you got to come back to us and ask for more money. There were people on the Enfield Town Council who I think got caught up in a scheme. I don't think every member of the town, I know the Republicans were absolutely against it, but there were Democrats there that were doing the math in their head. And they're sitting there saying, what extra are we going to get?
Can I comment on that? It is so unclear under that contract what it includes. When you hire a town attorney for $65,000 a year, it's for them to come to work and do what they need to do and get it done. And then if a big case comes up, the town gets sued for employment discrimination. Somebody's claiming the town discriminated against them because they were, a certain age. That is not going to be covered by the $65,000 that the town attorney's getting. It's going to be outsourced
To another law firm.
to another law firm.
If not, it's going to be paid for by an insurance company. But just let me wrap up what I was going to say.
Okay.
When she said, I'm not doing it for 110, she was looking at through the eyeballs in the back of her head to the law firm saying, law firm wants billable hours. Law firm wants this to be lucrative.
See, that's where I disagree. But
Right,
go
no,
ahead.
Listen,
That's
lawyers in firms sometimes get bonuses at the end of the year for the revenue hourly billing that you bring in. Am I correct?
That $110,000 cannot have anything to do with the legal work that the law firm's going to do. It's the town attorney's pay of $110 for showing up to the office,
$2,500 a week.
for answering phones, for emails, for being the town attorney. $110,000 doesn't cover one case, for God's sake. So it cannot be inclusive of everything the firm's going to do.
All I'm trying to say is, and I have to rely on very little knowledge of what goes on in law firms, partner.
Yeah, if only we had somebody here who knew about that.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So, some people walk away with an opportunity to learn. So, but what I'm trying to say is this. Her climb in any ladder in a law firm is who brings in the most billable hours per year? Who's the most productive?
She's got a conflict.
She's
got a real conflict.
So, every time
she
I've
benefits by referring business to her own law firm.
And they still don't have a labor council. There's law firms who specialize in labor.
Her firm does.
Is she a one-stop shop?
No, I know them for doing labor and employment law.
Right.
I have a case with them right now. They represent Danbury. Yeah.
All I'm trying to say.
Not as town attorney, though, as hired outside counsel, they're representing
Right.
Danbury. Let me make that clear.
Right. No lawyer wants to come in and undersell the job, the opportunity. In other words, I'm going to ask for $100 an hour. Then I find out that everybody around me is getting $300 an hour. They jumped at it, 100.
I don't know. I think it's strategic. A law firm could come in and say, we're going to charge well below the market rate, knowing that they're going to have the opportunity by just being present and around to bring in more business, whether it's the town business or not. Just being around and being there could bring in more business. But
if the rumors are true, and I had a saying that I haven't used in years, but it's appropriate here. When the rumors coming out of a town hall are more credible than the facts being given out by town hall, something is drastically wrong. And I think that Enfield knew exactly what they were doing. They had a plan on how to do it, and they wanted to do it out of the public view. Originally, the rumor had it, they wanted to do it downstairs where there was no cameras. I guess there may have been some controversy going on. Okay, we'll go up to the council and we'll transmit it to the public. But then the blonde lawyer walks in, the bullheaded investigator walks in, another camera walks in, and all of a sudden, the rules are changing.
Can I tell you, I was talking to our mutual friend Dan, and he watched the whole town council meeting, not live, but on video at the YouTube channel. At the YouTube channel, right.
Yeah.
He said that the way it looks, if you don't have any background, you start watching the meeting when they come out of executive session, and you don't know that they didn't open the meeting. You don't know that there's no public there. And so then you get up. He said he heard some commotion, which would have been us coming in the room. But then you got up and start talking about how you missed this. You missed that. You missed this. And he said he's sitting there thinking, why is Ed complaining? He came in late. It's his fault for coming in late.
Oh, no.
In other words, to the public,
Yeah.
when they see you doing that, it's like, who's this guy complaining? He should have come on time. He thought that was the case.
And that's probably the impression that the viewers are
It
going to
is
have.
the impression that's up there.
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, okay. Well, I believe that the mayor of Enfield ought to be washing dishes at a diner someplace.
No, I don't know why you say things like that.
Because of her remark.
Number one, it doesn't
Because of
further
her
the
snotty,
conversation.
You cannot have a snotty remark.
She was pretty snotty.
When
yeah.
you're the mayor. What's the word you use? Snarky?
Snarky and smug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And
Not only to you, but to other members of the council, definitely.
She didn't say at that time, Mr. Prudo, you can't talk, okay? She said, you'll get your time.
She did.
You'll get your time, sit down. So she solved the issue. You're not talking to us right now. It's a public hearing. Okay, fine. But then, when I get up to talk at a public hearing, they had taken, all of a sudden, Mr. Pruda, are you from Enfield? No, I'm not. Mr. Pruda, are you a taxpayer in Enfield? Well, no, I'm not. Well, then you can't talk. We have a set of rules. Now, supposedly, I haven't found them yet, but I had the town clerk the next day send me the
I looked at the rules.
procedures.
I've asked somebody else to help me because I cannot
Yep.
locate that rule.
Yep.
Because you know when somebody tells me there's a rule, okay, but if you're going to go by it, I want to see it. I want to see the rule because it's happened too many times to us where there's a rule, but then when you look it up, there is no such thing. I don't know.
Let's say I just work in Enfield, and there's a pothole in the road that their tires blow out. They were even talking about that. You know, tires blowing out, going through potholes. And I don't live in town. I don't vote in town. I don't pay taxes in town.
Okay.
But I drive in town, and my car is being damaged by a shitty road. I don't have the right to go to the council and say, what's going on? How come I got a busted tire? Don't you fix your roads? Do I not have a right to go there?
Yeah, I don't know if that issue's been addressed. It's an interesting issue. Who has the right to talk in public?
I am the 100% stockholder of American News and Information Services. I am registered as a corporation with the state of Connecticut. I have the right to gather news in any square inch of Connecticut, and my business is technically not restricted to where the office is. My business is in every community in Connecticut. So why can't I be considered a complaining person with the right to complain or the right to ask questions in Enfield if my corporation does business in your town? Here's the voice from the other side.
The voice from chat.
Would you like to take a question from the chat?
Of course.
Of course.
And I'm told that you know Joe Cool.
Oh no,
yeah.
Joe Cole.
Say
Is-
hello to Joe Cool. He has a question that has nothing to do with this topic.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Give him this phone number.
Okay.
Well, Joe Cool,
He's listening.
will you call us if we give you a phone number?
Let's see if he responds.
What's the question?
I don't know. He's in Chicago.
Yeah, want to give a little background on Joe Cole? Let's look and see how many subscribers Joe Cole has now.
What's his channel? Joe Cool?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we can look him up, Joe Cole, on YouTube.
You know, there's a lot of people who started
Okay, he says he can call. So,
Okay.
860. Give me the number.
He can hear you.
You got to give it to him. I don't have it.
He can hear you.
Oh, go sit.
I can't hear him.
Oh, you want him to call my phone?
I want him to call this phone.
Okay, what's the number?
What's the number?
You just told it to me.
Wasn't it 969 or something?
No. He wrote it down.
That's because you told it to me.
Okay.
I know. You're talking about the 249-1770?
No.
Oh.
I don't have my wait.
I got to tell you.
Oh.
Hold on a minute.
959-223-4500.
Okay. Joe Cool. 860-959-223-4500. I'm waiting.
I believe that Joe Cole has 141,000 subscribers, Ed.
And I'm going to ask Joe Cool a
Wait,
favor.
that's the wrong number, though.
Oh.
It's too many numbers.
Okay.
It's just 959.
860 area code. He's calling from Chicago.
So yeah, Joe used to call into our show.
Oh yeah, he asked what to do, how to do it.
He was out there in Chicago.
Advice, and I'll tell you, he got ballsy. You know, I'm too old to get ballsy now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. But he's out in Chicago, and he was doing.
Auditing.
I don't want to say auditing.
That's a bad word.
Yeah, he was.
He was exploring the political and social environment of Chicago.
He was taking videos, and he was erasing them. He wasn't even doing anything with them at first, right? And we were like, you need to post them.
Give us the number again.
Okay, 860 959
No,
223
no.
4500.
I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
It's area code 959.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Area code 959
What?
223 4500. You got
How
it?
the hell did we get an area code 959?
They opened it up more in Connecticut. Yeah.
Joe, you there?
Numbers. So you got it?
Is he calling?
Yeah, I put it in chat. So
Yeah. No, he's not
Okay.
calling yet. Okay.
Okay. So this is going to be a very interesting phone call to me
Mm-hmm.
because we've been out of here for 2 years because of YouTube.
And we hadn't heard from him for a while.
No.
Anyway, maybe since before COVID.
I'm hoping that he has what's called an AdSense account,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope that he gets compensated for what he does.
Mhm.
Because when you're successful, that happens.
Yeah, so everybody go to Joe Cole YouTube when you get a chance.
Joe doesn't like me, he's not calling. All right, listen.
Okay,
Listen.
we'll wait for the call.
Cheryl says the sound is good today.
Oh, thanks, Cheryl. She had point. Yep. She's one of our longtime viewers. Thank you for your loyalty.
Well, if Joe's not calling, I can tell you his
Yes,
question.
please do.
And again, this has nothing to do with the topic, but he says, am I a criminal if I speed? And if so, does that mean we are all criminals?
That's a good question. Well, it's the decision of the official standing in front of you, telling you that you're a criminal.
You know, at different states,
It's in the mind of the officer.
different states have different definitions of crime. And in Connecticut, I haven't researched it, but I believe that a conviction for an infraction does not make you a criminal. It
Correct.
does not go on your criminal record. If somebody does a background check, it's not on your criminal record.
There's misdemeanors and there's felonies.
Right. Now, certain traffic offenses, evading, reckless driving, DUI, those are in a different category. But if we're talking just about an infraction, like speeding or failure to drive right, failures, look at a stop sign, my answer off the top of my head is no. That does not make you a criminal. In Connecticut, we're dealing with these traffic cameras in Middletown, and I'm on a criminal lawyer listserv, and there's a lot of discussion about these cameras and whether they're legal, what the impact is if you plead guilty. And so that's still being fleshed out, and I think there's going to be a lot of follow-up on that in the community. Anything else interesting?
Well, he just said that it makes the word worthless. And now he says, I'm not sure if that's the right number. He's calling again.
Okay, give it to him. Just make sure.
Okay, 959.
Yeah, but I called that number and it's not ringing.
Okay.
So unless you want to give him a different number.
Well,
Okay.
You know what? Next time we'll have the number straightened out.
Area code 959
Yeah.
223 4500.
Yeah. He's got it, but he's calling, but that phone ain't ringing.
Okay. Oh, it says incoming
Oh,
call.
no, no,
there
no.
we
The
go.
ring, yeah, he's here.
Answer it then.
Mr. Cole.
Yo.
Let me turn the volume up here.
That laugh hasn't changed.
Joe,
This is great. Hey.
it's my understanding from Rachel that you have over 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, man. I've been steady at it since you guys we met. I've been steady at it, man.
Are you able to live a better quality life with 100,000 subscribers?
I gotta tell you, man. I've traveled all across the United States. I couldn't leave for whatever reason, but I've been to probably most cities. I've only not been to maybe 2 states. I've watched and been out in every state. I've been for 5 years. I've just been traveling across the country.
5 years.
So, yeah, that's better. Yeah,
Joe, do you remember how that all started?
I do. I don't remember J.C. Claver. I think I was following him. He
Yep.
led me to you, and I was telling you guys about some videos I made, and you asked about them. I told you to erase them, and Rachel yelled at me to say, "Don't you ever erase your videos?" That's sorry. The second video I put up has 700, 800,000 views or something, and I was all.
I want you to do me a favor. I would like you to ask your subscribers to log on to Summary Judgment Talk Show and subscribe. Now, I've started another YouTube channel that I haven't used yet. It's the Viewers Soapbox, and it's for people to express themselves. And I need subscribers, even though there's no content right now. If you ask your subscribers to subscribe to those.
You put up content before I ask my subscribers.
Absolutely.
What do you say?
You have to put up content.
Oh, no.
But okay, now that we got that out of the way, Joe, I want you to tell us and anybody who's going to watch this video what kinds of videos you do and what drew you to do those kind of videos.
Very good.
And has it changed?
It changed something. I was at home on house arrest, and I started watching. First, it was checkpoint vids, but I guess the algorithm steered me toward cop watching vids. And being in Chicago, and at that time, I just stopped selling drugs and stuff. So I had a whole different view on the law. I thought they could do whatever they want. And I saw that they did not have the right to go in your pocket, search you at will. And I felt so angry that this was the norm in my community. They do it to me 3 times a day. They pull you over, search you. I was so outraged. But I watched a bunch of videos, and I told myself when I got off with probation and house arrest and stuff that I would stand up for my rights. And I went out there a couple times and just stood up for my rights. And then I filmed it, but I got rid of. That's how it started. I think I just had some free time and I was hurt. And I still, that's still the same thing that motivates me. I'm outraged that no one knows. Everybody thinks the police have authority. And you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but they have no authority if you break no law. They have no right. And in fact, it's even a bad look to count down to you or tell you what to do if you've broken no law. And I try to get that message out there still. And now I like go to, I've been inside the buildings, that's more of an audit. I'm a cop watcher, so I film on the streets. I chase the scanner and film cities, every city. But I've been in, I do court stuff, I do ICE stuff, I do, I expanded some, but cop watcher still.
Has anybody followed in your footsteps that you know or who watches you?
Man, I am called the legend. I don't have the most subs. I may be the most famous guy, and everybody, I have a good name, a good reputation. Everybody speaks well about me, and yes, I get many people who say that I gave them the courage to do it. And
that's right.
I was going to ask them for one. It would have been after the first bid. I'm getting this. But I said if I could, one person, can encourage one person, I would be so happy. And I get that all the time. I still do a lot of panels and I'm social, and someone always comes up to me and credits me for giving them the courage. I don't know if I'm actually giving it to them, but thank God. And let me say, I love you, Rachel. You're still hot.
Hey, you're not supposed to do that. That's against the rules now.
I thought Rachel go out a different co-host because I remember this Thursday. I was so glad to see you up there, man. I was hoping you'd help me take a turn for the work.
No, look at him. He's doing great.
He sounds great. I'm so fucking happy.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Well, let me tell you the problem I come into at 77 years old. You ready? In 2019, I had a heart transplant, and my heart's doing fine. Thank you, John Lowry. But here's the problem. I believe that John Lowry had a runny nose because when they put his heart into my chest, my left nostril started to run and hasn't stopped for all that time.
Are you joking?
I'm not. Ask Rachel. Look, hold on.
He does say that, and he didn't used to have a runny nose.
Look,
so
look.
I've heard of things like that.
Look. I gotta blow my nose all the time.
I love that laugh.
Not funny, Joe.
That laugh hasn't
Can you
changed a
imagine
bit.
standing interviewing somebody with snot coming out of your nose? Jesus. Listen, that you know what I've asked. That I got to tell you, we're back. I don't know if we're.
As a favor of whoever that was off this bag, could you put the name of Summary, Dustin, and anything, and Ed's new channel in there so I can take a picture of it? You put the name.
Absolutely.
We will do that. We're so happy you called, Joe, and I want you to keep calling in. But we're going to cut the show now. We're at the end of the show. I'm being
we're
told.
not.
No. I have work to do. I do have to work for a living
I
still.
will be around, and we can talk. I swear I'll be around.
Yeah.
Listen, you know that the original number was 860-249-1776. And that comes in over an UMA number, or a Google number. But I'm going to get it back to the right phone number on this phone so that when the graphic's up and you see it, it's good.
Right.
He should ask a question to the crystal ball before he goes.
Oh, no, you don't have a camera on the crystal ball, do you?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Take care, Joe. We
Joe,
love hearing
no,
from you.
Joe, I have recently acquired probably 100 plus videotapes, VHS videotapes, of when I was on public access television, 1991, 1993, 1998, 2004. I've got some tapes, and I think that I'm going to have a segment that's the archives so that people can watch what used to happen.
You should give me some access to that. I can make some shorts. I can definitely boost you if you have video of anything and some slick. And if you have any deposition video, both of you guys are lawyers. Deposition.
I'm not a lawyer.
Not him.
I'm not a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
He's my legal investigator.
I'm a bite your knife, crawl through the mud marine.
Even better than investigator stuff. There's no way
Yeah.
you can collab on something.
Okay. Okay.
Let y'all go. Say goodbye to y'all.
Do-
Guys. I will see you guys next time. Love you guys.
Ed, edperuta@gmail.com. Okay? I need your email address so that I can send you links.
Well, he's not going to give it over the air. Okay.
No, he doesn't have to give it
Yeah,
over the air.
yeah.
He can email me.
Okay.
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 Now.
Talk to you later. Bye, Joe. There we go. He already left. No, you have trouble with transitions on phone calls, I've noticed. Like you have to hang up like 5 times before the hang up actually occurs.
Oh, no, I've watched you. Mm-hmm. Phone call, delete.
I know. Yeah, when
Phone
it's done,
call,
it's
don't
done.
answer. They want to talk to me, they'll leave a text message. Because you are busy.
So I do have to wind it up.
Okay, but you're winding it up. You can go. I'm going to stay here for a while.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
I
that's
gotta wind
fine.
it up, too.
Okay,
What
he's
time?
got to
How
wind
long
it
have
up
we
too.
been on?
Oh, we've been on, how long? Let's say.
So I hope we're back next Thursday.
Almost an hour.
Yep, I hope we're back next Thursday. Everybody
41
take care.
minutes.
Okay. Look at this. I want the subscribers I want to know they're still there.
You know how you get subscribers, Ed? You know how you get them? You don't talk about it. You put out good content. That's how you get them. I'm serious.
We had them.
Yeah.
They got to know we're back.
No, they know we're back. You put out content. That's how you get them. Okay?
Have a nice week.
You too. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye.